Now, tonight we're making a point about nation building. It's a big suggestion that we are making in the interest of fixing the country and developing theories and policy initiatives that can change our country. Now, we looked at this critically and we saw that the budget, the central budget of the government is limited. And we've been told that 2/3 of our budget goes to pay civil servants, etc. So our budget is limited, okay? Now, if our budget is limited, we have to check our development agenda to be sure that we are doing the right thing and that we are averaging on the important things. Is averaging the word I'm looking for. We are taking advantage on the important things. I'll get the word soon. So in looking at that and in comparing to other countries, we decided to study what a city charter is and began to wonder why in Ghana we do not award city charter to small cities, big cities, and some areas so that they can look after themselves and govern themselves. If you give me a bit of attention, I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is China, and this is about Deng Xiaoping. He says, granting city charter is what started China's rapid economic growth because Deng Xiaoping wanted to model many cities according to what was being done in Hong Kong. The reason he used cities as a template was because states are too small, states are too large, and villages are too small. So let's look at this, what happened in China. Let's move on to the next page. Okay, now here, this one. This is Shenzhen. So if you look in the photograph on your screen now, 1980 Shenzhen is what before the city charter was introduced, and that's 2016 Shenzhen after the city charter had been introduced. So we're going to say to you what city charter is. So this is Shenzhen in those years. Now you come to Guangzhou. Okay, the year is not here, but you can see this being built, the one on the left being built, and then you can see how it turned out on the right. Okay, let's look at another one. This is Singapore. This is 1976 Singapore, and this is 2015 Singapore. Is there another one? Yes, this is Dubai. Of course, that's very simple. People can relate to it. This is Dubai in 1970 up, and Dubai in 1970. Dubai now down. Let's look at Dubai again. Yeah, so that's Dubai. So what all the appeal we're making today. Now this is Las Vegas in 1968, and you can see Las Vegas in 2018. And we believe that all of this became possible because a city charter was given. Now, what's a city charter? What are we talking about with EAST LEGON? So EAST LEGON is a place in Accra. We'll show you some videos of the place called EAST LEGON. Now, this is EAST LEGON that you can see. So a place in Accra, EAST LEGON, looks upwardly mobile, very cool, rich people in there. The people who live in this EAST LEGON do not have the power and the capacity to spend their own money to do anything in EAST LEGON. That's the problem. That's what we are talking about tonight. Why shouldn't the people of EAST LEGON be able to have their own savings, to be able to do their own roads, their own pipes, their own gutters, and set up EAST LEGON in a way that they can manage it themselves? Why is Accra Metropolitan Authority spending money on EAST LEGON in a place where you can get rental fees from people, you can get 1,000 cedis from everybody who lives in EAST LEGON every month, and they can afford it? If they can afford that, why don't they give them a city charter? So what's the city charter going to do? When they are given a city charter, they will become an independent city. They can find their own money for their own development. They can go and raise their own bonds. So EAST LEGON can set up a city charter and say that every year they are raising 100 million cedis as development fees for EAST LEGON. And that 100 million cedis will be provided by the bond buyer. A lot of people who live in EAST LEGON can buy this bond. Also, Kwame Despite and all of these people who live in EAST LEGON can buy 5 of the 100 million cedi bonds to be paid in 6 years. Each house, like the house you see on this photograph right now, is going to pay 1,000 cedis per month. And the people in this house most likely can pay 1,000 cedis per month. And that 1,000 cedis per month is going to go to retire the bond eventually. So that Accra Metropolitan Authority does not need to spend its own money. AMA doesn't need to spend money on EAST LEGON. So that the taxpayers' money that is collected, AMA can collect it. AMA will get 5% from EAST LEGON for giving them a city charter. AMA can then spend that money in Abokobi. AMA can spend that money in somewhere in Medina. AMA can spend that money in Amasaman. In poorer areas where it is really needed, where you cannot raise any money from the people. You can raise so much money from the people in EAST LEGON. But right now, what happens is that AMA sits there, and it has or ECG is there. It has a transformer that is blown out in EAST LEGON. There's also a transformer in Abokobi that is blown out. ECG is making a decision whether we should take it to East Legon or we should take it to Abokobi. That's really unfair. That's unhealthy. That's underdevelopment. It means that we are not thinking. Because the people in East Legon, if you give them a city charter, they can pay for their own everything. The people in East Legon can pay for their own everything. Why are we paying things for them? If we begin to do the city charter, and we saw it on the screen, how cities dramatically changed after city charter was given. All the money that we are looking for to collect from the people in East Legon, you've seen the road. There was a video on TV a video on TikTok, the road in front of East Legon. A lady stood there and said the road in front of Transaco is so bad. But the people in Transaco don't have the legal power to fix that road. The AMA will come and fix it. But when is the AMA coming to fix it? How much money does the AMA have? But the people have the money. The money is in the bank or somewhere. But they are not allowed to use it to fix their community. So if they can fix their community, they will then determine that in this community in East Legon, electricity will cost this, water will cost this, because water will cost this because the water is going to flow every day. Because we have invested in water systems. Electricity is going to cost this because electricity will be there. There will be no doomsday in this place because we are going to invest in systems. And if you live here, this is the commitment that you make. But if you live here, these are the facilities that you get. In the meantime, the AMA will be developing the Abokobis and other places to come to the standard of East Legon. By the time we do that for 20 years, we have a total infrastructure revolution in our country. That's what we are looking for. So let's give East Legon a charter. Let's look at some more videos of East Legon. We went there to film. We're just trying to show you that, yeah, this is East Legon. So the road has been done. That road was done by the AMA. It didn't go to Abokobi, it came to East Legon. Whereas the people in East Legon can pay for the road themselves. Why are we doing this to ourselves? All the people who live in these houses, they can pay 500 cedis to 1,000 cedis a month. And if you can collect in the thousands of houses that are in East Legon, in rich places like that, you can get a city charter. A city charter in East Legon, which is sold for $50 million at the bond, can be taken. People are happy to take it and get their money in 5 years because you're going to collect 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. And their roads will be done. Their roads will be different. Their electricity will be different. Their water will be different. But that's East Legon. You want to go and stay there, you can go there. And because of that, the Accra Metropolitan Authority will have more money to develop the poorer places and bring them to the standard. I think that our point is well made. And we'll continue on this point. We don't know yet what people are saying on social media.